everyone, today I'm making a rosebud and I'm going to do a yellow one. And this is using the petals that I made the fast way out of wafer paper the other day, and I'll post the link to that video in the description. But I did 5 smaller petals and 5 larger ones, and that's really all you're going to need to make a smaller rose or a rosebud. And I'm dusting the base of the larger petals with some buttercup and some magnolia that's mixed together of the Crystal Colors petal dust. And the reason for that, I'm just doing the base, is that I want the outside to be a little bit lighter because a rose is usually darker on the inside, and then as the petals open up, it's lighter on the outside. So I did the 5 larger petals that are going to be the outer ones. The inner ones I'm going to dust just lightly with the color all over, not just in the center, because like I said, the center of the rose is a little bit darker. And you want to just do all of those, and then when you put it together, the center will look yellow and the outside petals will look yellow and a little bit pale white, pale yellow. I don't know if you can be pale white, but pale yellow. And now I'm getting the steamer. Now be really careful with the steam. Steam will burn you. Okay, so don't let little kids do this. And if it's too much for you, you can use wafer paper conditioner, but it's just a different process, and it could make the petal dust a little gummy looking. I wouldn't do conditioner with this method of dusting the petals first, but with the steam it works just fine. And I'm just holding the petal up into the steam. You do need to be careful. This will burn you, like I said. Steam is not anything to mess around with, but just, hold your hand far enough away that it's not directly in the path of the steam. And you're going to bend the petal so that it's like a little C-shaped or a little U-shaped, whichever one you're looking at, and kind of nest the first petal nest the second petal into the crack on the first one on the U, and then just bend it around this way. And as I'm holding it in the steam, it is softening up. Okay, the steam will soften up wafer paper, and you can manipulate it. When it dries off, it's going to stay in the shape that you had it. So I have this little bud, that's the center. It's all ready to go. See, it's down there on the table. And now I'm going to take the 3 smaller petals, the rest, because there are 5, so 2 for the center, 3 for the first row of outer petals. Just cup them a little bit, just bend them kind of like in a C shape, not a U specifically, but just a little bit of a curve. And then we're going to wrap those around the center. Again, be careful with the steam. I'm not kidding. Okay, I am so used to being burned by sugar and steam and ovens. I have a high heat tolerance for my hands. Might not be that way for everyone. Okay, once you get the 3 petals curved, you can just wrap them around the center that you've made. And you see how the center is a little bit darker because the 2 petals, when they're right next to each other, make them look darker. And these are dusted exactly the same way, the 3 that I'm putting on now. When you get to the last one, just kind of stick it into the first one so that it's a little spiral. And the 2 being so close together will make them look darker. If you want to hit this with a little bit of the color like I'm doing now, you can, but you really don't need to. And if it's too big, now see, that's where the petals split open. When you sandwich the petals, the wafer paper petals with the wire, sometimes it'll open up. That's fine on roses because it just looks like another petal. But you can do this before or after, just color it a little bit. Now this is the larger petal, and I want this to be curved so that it wraps around the center. But then the outer edges of the petals I want to be bent backwards a little bit, like it looks like when a rose is opening up. And so I'm pinching it just a little bit to give it that shape. So it's cupped, but then the petals are bent backwards. You're going to do all 5 petals like that, and just hold it into the steam. Be careful, but it will soften up and you can move them, and it will dry exactly in the shape that you left it in once it cools off and it dries down. Wafer paper will keep its shape once it dries out. So just wrap these around the center and just position them so that they look right to you. And you don't need to attach anything right at this point. It could be that they will stick to each other if they're still a little bit wet, so be careful about that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes if you stick it in place, it'll stay where you want it to. And I think that one I just kind of pulled apart because it was a little sticky on the base of the petal. That's actually okay. And again, when you get to the last one, stick it into the first one so that it's a spiral. And you can wrap that around there, and you have your little rosebud. This is a very small rose that you can add as an accent flower. If you want it to be a little more closed, you can push the petals up and just do it, wire it together. Once you get it where you want the petals to be, twist the wires together and it will stay there. And you can still move the petals around because they're individually wired. So that's what's really good about wafer paper, is that it's a lot more positionable than gum paste. Because with gum paste, you have to stick everything together. It just dries in one piece. With this, you can move things around. And I am doing another video with a larger rose, so I will put a link to that. I think I posted that last week. But this is just a smaller one. It's a little white on the outside. It is yellow on the inside. And it's just a little pretty accent rose to put on a cake for the springtime. You can do this in any color. Wafer paper is really easy to work with. And you end up with a really pretty little rose like this. And it goes with the other flowers as a nice accent.